Okay, it's the Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I haven't posted any videos because we've been getting ready for a craft fair. Yeah, so here we go. I'm filling these balls. I'm not going to give away my recipe or all of my secrets, but yeah, so I made a whole bunch of balls yesterday. It took me 2 days to make these, so roughly about 9 to 10 hours to make enough shells to fill about 160 balls, 170. And we make different flavors. We've got peppermint, we've got hot chocolate, we've got coffee, vanilla, chai tea, all kinds of stuff. So I don't give away my recipes or my secrets, but if you are interested, I don't know if they work well on mailing, but if you're going to be in the Westminster area, I will put information in the description on how to get to the event. So if you're going to be around next weekend, so I can do a couple of these here. That paper has all of my oh dear, I can't see very well through the camera. It's going to be interesting getting this fitted on. So get a good thing of chocolate. This edge here needs a little bit more chocolate, like that. And then we're just going to set this on here, like that. And that's all you have to do. So yeah, we'll be in Westminster at a school for a craft fair. There's going to be a lot of other goodies. Normally I put gloves on. I didn't do it because I can't run the camera with the gloves and do everything at the same time. But my hands aren't really hot. They're actually kind of chilly, so I'm not going to leave too many fingerprints, hopefully. So I let this melt just a little. These that I'm working on are an experimental flavor. They're called toffee. And this is a toffee coffee chocolate bomb. So the way that this works is that you put this bomb in your cup, as is, chocolate shell and all, and then you pour boiling water over it, or if you really like coffee, pour boiling coffee over it and then stir it. And this has all kinds of wonderful goodies inside of it, so that it melts then in your cup. If you need to stir it, you can microwave it if it doesn't quite fully melt. I ran out of shells. Get another stack of shells here. So you can pour coffee over it, you can pour milk, you can pour just about any liquid, hot liquid, you want it hot. Warm milk, obviously it has to be hot to melt. And they're called bombs because as this chocolate shell starts to melt, the powder inside is released, and the cocoa powder and other powders float. Even the instant coffee floats a little bit. So it kind of looks like an explosion. And that's why it's called a coffee bomb or a chocolate bomb. Either or. So I got 20 made of peppermint. There's 20 of these, and that's probably all I'm going to make of these because I'm running out of ingredients for the toffee, and I don't have time to go to the store and get more ingredients. So, but I have another coffee. It's coffee, basically coffee and hot chocolate and some other stuff mixed into it. And it's really good. People who like coffee, I'm not a big coffee fan. People who like coffee tell me that they really like it. So I'm having to look not at the camera, not through the camera. So if you can't see what I'm doing, I apologize. So yeah, that's about all that I'm doing, and I'm making. We'll probably have about 150 to 200 bombs. They're of different flavors. I have chai. I have a spiced chai and a regular chai. I have a spiced hot chocolate and a regular hot chocolate and peppermint chocolate. And I'm going to try a new flavor this year as well. I'm going to be doing caramel. But I'm going to stop now because my hands are heating up and I don't want to get fingerprints all over the chocolate. I do need to sprinkle them. I'll see about putting that on a video as well. Okay, I just finished these and I forgot to make a video, so I'll do the next ones really quickly. These are our mint cocoa bombs. So I just put some drizzle along the tops and then crushed peppermint. It got crushed a little finer than I planned on, but it looks okay and it tastes okay. So I was putting marshmallows on them, but yeah, we're not doing that this year. So we just have to make decorations on top to tell us what's inside. I'll show you the next ones here as I do them. Okay, I'm kind of running out of quiet time, so let's see if this works. So we take a little bit of the chocolate and we just... Whoa, that's a little too much. Drizzle it here. Okay, that was a lot more than we needed. And then we're going to take some silver sprinkles, which it's hard to do with one hand. I'll try. And put some silver sprinkles on. And these are called Chocolate Explosion. They're coffee, cocoa mixture. They're very addictive according to people who like chocolate and coffee. So I started bagging the Santa bombs. They're mint now. I'm getting rid of the Christmas names just because I want to sell them more than at Christmas. So I've got a bunch more to do, and then these are all of my coffee bombs that I'm doing, and then you can see here I've got different layers, different flavors on each layer. So I've got my work cut out for me. We best get moving. Okay, so you saw the chocolate bombs, and those are getting ready for this Saturday. Hopefully this video goes out before the fair. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with videos. I have some that are made that I haven't posted just because I haven't had time, and other videos have come up. Some of them are kind of time sensitive-ish, so they probably won't be posted as long as there's something, right? I'm sorry I kind of gave up on the end of Thanksgiving, but between, Klaus getting sick and going to visit my mom and cleaning up after Thanksgiving and then making the chocolate balls for this weekend, time got away from me, and I just don't have time to sit at the computer or edit or do anything, really. I'm so busy getting ready for this fair. So today I'm going to just do a little bit of cleaning up here. I don't know if I'm going to show decorating downstairs, but I'll definitely show it up here. Today, that window curtain and that window curtain are going to get decorations. And I might even start putting up the tree because Klaus likes to decorate and I want him to be able to do that. So we're going to vacuum in here real quick. I don't need to show that. You know what that looks like. It's boring. But I'm going to move a few things around and then get the decorations around the windows up and then get the tree up and the lights on it so that when Klaus comes home, he can decorate it tonight. Okay, the first thing that I need to do is get in the box and lay out the pieces. Usually I start decorating downstairs first, but because we're kind of in a time crunch, I'm going to decorate up here first. So I gotta lay out the pieces and make sure I know exactly where everything goes. So I gotta get that started. hardest thing about this tree is the stand. There. That looks about right. Of course, we can always adjust it later. Now, when I bought a new Christmas tree, I told Hal I wanted an easy one. We had an old one with the post and the little painted tips on each of the branches. If you're old enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. You had to unpack the Christmas tree and try to match up the colors, and over the years of the tree tips going in and out of the stand, the paint would wear off, and you couldn't tell if it was pink or gray or blue or brown or whatever color it was supposed to be. And heaven help you if you lost the instructions. But I found the perfect tree. This one goes up in a snap. I said, snap. Okay. I want a little bit more of a tree than that. Let's try it again. Oh, look. But you know, I think it said easy setup in 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, let's try one more. Yeah, much better. Now I got my tree. That was easy. I need to get this thing lit up so that when Klaus comes home, he can decorate it. I have to zoom in on this a little later. This is a very special Jesus. I wish I could remember the story that my mom told me when I was little, but I think it was a gift to her as a nun in the convent. And she's kept it for years, and it's always just been out at Christmas time. I do have another little Jesus that my grandmother gave me when I was really, really little. And I kept it out all year long because I liked it. It was a remembrance both of her and of baby Jesus, but this one is very special, and I need to find a very special place for it. That is going to find a very special home somewhere where it's prominent, where everyone can see it as they come into the house, where it's not going to get knocked off by the dog. I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, quick change of plans. I hurt my ankle a few months ago. Yeah, I've been in to get seen, but it still hurts. Going up and down the stairs like 10 times in a row. I think I'm done going up and down the stairs. So I brought up the working lights. If the bulbs are burned out, I'll hide them in the branches of the tree. And, yeah, but I'll get this lit up for Klaus. Then I'll make him go down and get the decorations to bring up. I'm going to leave the curtains closed. Now, it would probably be easier for you to see, but 2 reasons. One is we have pictures on the walls. I don't want them getting bleached out by the sun. I've had that happen before. And 2 is it's just hot. It's almost 60 degrees here right now. Considering we had 3 feet of snow at the beginning of November and 60 degrees in December, I'd say that the weather's gone wacky. So this is something my dad cobbled together years ago. He and I don't always agree, but we both like a lot of lights on our tree. The problem with a lot of lights is it overloads most circuits, becomes a fire hazard, can be harmful. I don't remember exactly what this is called. I think it's called a relay. If memory serves me correctly. So I plug the lights. Where do I plug the lights in? And this extension cord is probably underpowered, although I think that this is a pretty low gauge. I think this is 15, which isn't great, but it's better than most extension cords. I have another one. If I can find it, I might go get it, but this one has always worked, so I'm not going to maybe try. But anyway, you plug the Christmas lights into here, and then it goes through here. This gets very hot, and these 2 things plug in to the wall outlet. And you turn the lights on with the handy dandy little wheel. So these, this gets hot, but I can run as many lights as I want on a tree. I've had as many as around 17 to 1800 lights. I don't have that many working strings this year. My husband looks at me when I'm crazy when I ask him for more lights. He thinks I have enough. Silly boy. So, on to getting the lights in. I need to move the tree. It's a little close to the wall. I don't like it that close because one, it's hard to walk around the tree, and two, when we put up the train, if the train derails or anything happens to it, I need to be able to get back there to take care of it. Or Klaus needs to get back there. He's not so little anymore. He's taller than me. He lets me know that all the time. So I'll pull the tree out from the wall just on the off chance that something happens to our train and we need to get back there. But I'm going to plug this in first. Ah! Okay, this is really hard. I need the light to see, but the camera doesn't like the light. We're getting into sunset, so the lights were just on and now they're off. There we go. I think this is our suspect bulb, at least for the first half of the string. The other half just went out when I picked this up, so I've got my work cut out for me. I wanted to go over this. This is a tick tracer. I don't know if you can see this. You can buy it at any hardware store. It just makes a noise when there's electricity. Okay? So the only way I know to chase down a tick, we call them ticks, but they're electricity, is bulb by bulb. So what I've been doing is I started at the outlet and I went on each side of the bulb. That one's fine. That one's fine. That one's fine. There's two green ones here. I don't know why. Uh-oh. That's the one I suspect is bad. And we go one more. There's power coming in, nothing on this side. So I think it's this bulb, right? Yeah. But when you take out a Christmas light, you have the two wires on the side. Those are the contacts that go into the filament on the lights, not the LEDs. I don't know what LEDs have. Something different. I opened the curtain so I could see in there, and I still can't see. So let me get out. I don't like using this as a flashlight, but I'm on camera, and I'm running out of daylight, literally and figuratively. I can't tell if there's anything in there or not. It could just be that the wire itself, come on, turn off. The wire coming into this is a little loose. It looks okay. So let me go ahead and find a different light and just see if that works. If that doesn't work, then there could be something with the wire that I have to track down. Since the string here isn't working or is missing bulbs. It is missing bulbs, right? Maybe not. Well, before I go through all of that, let me plug this in. I thought there was a bulb missing. But if this works, I'm going to use it. Alrighty then. There wasn't a bulb missing on this other string. So I'm going to use it. And then I don't have to worry about this tonight because it's getting late. What happened to the one I just had? I set it down on purpose a certain way and then I wasn't paying attention. I was so happy to find the other light string that worked. There it is. Nope. There it is. I'm going to go ahead and leave that out so I don't have to find it again because I'm almost halfway through the string. These are flickering obviously on and off. I don't know if you can see it. I'm sure you can. I don't know why. Sometimes there's just a loose bulb and I go through and I push them all in and I can either feel a loose bulb or it pushes it in just enough and it all lights up and it stays on. I don't know what the case is with this particular string. So I'm going to get that on the tree and then I'm going to call it a day. I'll work on this. If I figure out what's wrong, I will put it on the video. If I do not know what's wrong, it will not go onto the video. Angenommen. And with that, the tree is officially done. Even if I get this other light working, this other string, I'm done. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. Even if you don't watch videos, please subscribe. This may not be the last video. If I can get that string to work, I'll just string all the videos together. And then if there's anything else going on, I know there's the Advent tree I promised. That'll go up too. And then hopefully the Advent calendar will be up and it'll be the last thing I do before I edit all of this for Friday. Okay, I got everything cleaned up upstairs and I found the felt tree. But there's something that I've been wanting to do for years. I used to use, or I still use, push pins to hold it onto the wall. But over the years, the holes get a little bit bigger and the pins don't hold as well. And I wanted to always do something to the tree so that I could maybe hang it somehow. Well, I've been working on it in my head. There's actually a picture above the keyboard that's on a picture holder. So if I can put a little bit of cardboard backing on the felt tree to give it some stiffness. I won't be able to put it in the box at the end of Christmas, but I will be able to fold it up, put it in a trash bag, and then put it with the box so that it stays clean. And I think we'll work on how to do that now. Now what I did is I went to fabric store and I bought a big piece of felt and I cut it in half. Well, I put two halves together. I didn't cut it. But there's a seam in the middle of the tree. So I put two pieces of it together and I cut out the tree so they're mirror images. Then I sewed the seam so the tree is huge to accommodate all of these little ornaments, which you'll soon see. Right now, I'll go ahead and get we have a huge cardboard box downstairs that I was going to throw away, and I guess it's just fate that it didn't make it down to the trash man the last 2 weeks. So I'm going to get it, I'm going to cut it up and try to get the felt tree to have some rigidity and some stability so I can hang it from the picture hanger instead of from putting push pins in the wall, which really don't work very well anyway. So let's see what we can do here. I'll film what I can. Okay, so here you can see it's a pretty good sized tree. I can get it all in. This is the back of it, obviously, because I got the seam going up the middle. And then I've cut some of the flaps off of a box. There's not a lot of tape or stickers or anything on them, so that's good. I have to trim this a little bit because I want it to really cover that point up there. So I'm going to have to trim a little bit of it so that it's narrow enough at the top to support the upper part of the tree. And then these always want to fall, especially if Klaus wants to hang ornaments, they fold in with the weight of the ornament. So I'm going to see if I can't maybe glue a little bit here on both sides, and then, you know, just, I don't know what to do here with this piece. Again, I'm going to have to trim some of this. Lots of glue. I'm going to glue the cardboard like crazy. See where these overlap here? I could easily cut this off and then use it to add a little bit of stability. Just go from, I'm sorry, I'm pointing and you're not seeing, from overlap it here a little bit and then down to the point, so it gives it some stability. And the same, I may not need to do the little ones. We'll have to see. But I'm only going to tack the cardboard with hot melt glue to the felt, because if it doesn't work, I don't want to ruin the felt. So I'm going to do a little bit more cutting here to see how all of this plays out. Obviously I'm going to trim this, and then maybe I can cut these into strips to go along the branches. Okay, a little hot melt glue, and that seems to work pretty good. These will probably need a little bit of something. The top ones I think will be okay, but the second one's down might need something. For now, I'm going to leave it like this. I'm going to keep some extra cardboard. I don't have very many scraps here. I may not need a very big one. Well, that would work. There. And I've probably got one that I can match it over here on this side. Like that. But I think I'll just keep them, and I'll wait until I see if I need to add them or not. So I'm going to take and get some string and probably just glue it to this. It's probably the easiest way now that I unplugged the glue gun. And then go put it upstairs, and you can see where it's going to go, where it's going to live. Okay, we're back to filming in the semi-dark because, again, it's really warm. I think it's about 50, but the inside of the house is at 75 or 76. So I've closed the curtains to keep the sun out and the heat from building up further. But let me get the tree, and we'll measure it to go put out somewhere on the wall. And then I can cut the string and we can hang it from a little hanger here, just like this is. So it'll be, so now this is in addition to, I'm going to have to trim that because you can see the cardboard here. I didn't catch that downstairs. Maybe if I just glue it a little bit better. later. So when Klaus was still a toddler, and before we really got, after we got past the I want to touch everything phase, I made a bunch of boxes. Now some of them I decorated, and some of them he decorated. I put numbers on. That I know is an 8, but there's other ones I don't know what number they are. So I wrote inside the lid just so I didn't hurt his feelings. But inside each box, and I have 25 of them, is a little, whoops, and that one's starting to lose his eye. This was just held together with white glue. I cut out felt. I didn't have patterns. I just really did it by hand. Klaus did help some, gluing stuff. This is in honor of our old dog, Bullet. And this is in number 1 this year. And you can see that because everything is felt, that it just sticks perfectly to the tree. And number 8, let's see what's in number 8. So here I made just a little ornament. And that can go on the tree over here, and the chair's covering up the tree. What else do we have? I'll do one more, because you'll get to see them all sooner or later. And then I just did some simple stuff, obviously a wreath with a bow. And at one time, all of them were put on the tree, and then Klaus would come down every morning and take them off and rearrange them and put them back on wherever he wanted them. And as he got older, we started doing the Advent calendar. That kind of taught him a little bit of control and, self-control. It taught him numbers because he had to find the number for the day. Now we just stack them up in order because he knows his numbers. But it's something that he asked for, which I was kind of surprised. I didn't know that he would want the Advent tree up. But he asked for it, and I felt really bad that I didn't have it up on Sunday, because usually I go out of my way to put it up so it's ready on the first day of Advent, which I missed this year. Actually, December 1st. It's always December 1st, because there's 25 of these. Thank you all for watching. This is probably the last part of the video for this week, because it's Wednesday, and we got a whole lot of stuff going on this weekend, even more than I thought. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this gives you some ideas. Work on your own Advent tree or Christmas tree. You don't have to call it Advent, but your own Christmas tree so your little ones can play and rearrange ornaments all they want to. But I'm going to fix his eye and put this back up so when Klaus comes home it's a nice surprise for him. Thank you for watching, everybody. See you next time.